So I wanted to talk about the subject of this video a little bit, simply because of something that I ran into the other day. I was thinking, I was thinking back to when I was a kid. I was thinking back to some of the games that I played, and I was thinking back, I always tell everybody the first game I ever got was Mario. That's not technically true. The first game I had before I was born was Mario. I already had that. They had my grandparents purchased an NES, and it came with Super Mario in 1985, before I was even conceived and brought into this world. So I started thinking harder. I was like, well, what game was purchased for me? What was the first game that was purchased for myself? And the more I thought about it, the more I started to remember some of the early games that I got, like Paperboy and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and all the these games. But I was like, no, those weren't the first games. I remember those. What was the first game I ever got? And then it struck me. It was just kind of like a boom, aha moment, and I was like, it was a Sesame Street game. I remember that. I was probably 3 or 4 years old, and I got a Sesame Street game from my grandparents. So I was looking online for the game because I couldn't remember the exact name of the game. All I remembered is it was Sesame Street NES, and boom, lo and behold, I found the game. So I played the game. I got the game, played it a little bit, and something happened. And you know like when you're chilling out and then like a repressed memory just punches you right in the gooch? That's what happened to me. I was sitting there playing this game, and out of nowhere, I get hit in the face with just the most insane, nostalgic, creepy moment ever. And it was insane. I could not believe it. Now, so this was the creepiest thing that's ever happened to me in a game when I was a kid. It creeped me out so bad that I remember I didn't want to play the game anymore. I didn't play that game because it comes with multiple games. The game in itself is already really creepy. It's a really weird game, and it's just chock full of like really dark backdrops with zero music playing. So you've got nothing to go on. You've got zero music, no ambient noise in the background to keep you, it's just complete silence while Ernie sits there and, does his magic wand, or you try and figure out a word that's on the ground. But there was one in particular that was really haunting. Go ahead and take a look. Okay, so imagine you're 5 years old and it's a weeknight. You're about to go to bed, your mom says you can play one more game, and you pop in Sesame Street, ABC 123, and you pick your game and everything's going great. Then you hear this god-awful music playing, but that's okay, it's no big deal. You can get past that. Little Martians come out, you have to count them. Hell yeah, Mom, I'm in count to 7, yes! And everything's dandy. You get a little tune to accompany your success. But God help you if you can't count to 3. The world and everything around you will fall and crumble into tiny pieces if you pick the wrong. It's 3, bro. It's 3. It's 3. It's not 4. No! So I know today that isn't very scary. And to you, you're like, wow, that was stupid. But that's the point of the video. There's a lot of things out there that when we're kids, they kind of haunt us like that. There's these weird circumstances where just being a kid alone in a dark room with this on the TV and having this moon look down at you and I mean, that was creepy growing up because, I mean, he looks disappointed and he's like, when you're about to make the wrong choice, he's like, oh, you son of a bitch. And then you make the wrong choice, he's pissed off, and it was scary. It was really petrifying to me. I remember never playing that game. I never played it because at the time, I mean, that's how young I was. I didn't know mathematics very well, so I don't know. Some of the later stages, I mean, I could count to 10, but some of the later stages, they have you adding, subtracting, and multiplying, crap like that. So it got out of hand. But anyway, that's the question I wanted to ask you guys today. What is a moment that just floored you when you were a child, that just scared you or whatever, made you happy? Any emotion that was repressed and brought back later on. Tell me about it in the comments. Not when you were a teenager, not when you're your age now, but something when you were a young child, 4, 5, 6 years old playing games. What was something that really kind of haunted you? And it can be anything. It can be as stupid as my moon. I just want to know if there was anybody else out there that felt that same level of bull crap. Anyway, guys, I'm Veridiya. Thanks for watching, and I'm out. Later.